Live from the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
The manhunt for this suspected kidnapper ends in a hail of gunfire, but tonight, the 15-year-old victim is still missing.
The search for Pearl Pinson's accused kidnapper ended hundreds of miles away in the town of Solvang in Santa Barbara County. And that's where reporter Betty Yu is tonight with the wild chain of events. Betty?
Ken, the drama started with a kidnapping and ended with a chase and police shootout that ended on this street behind me right now. If you take a look, it is still active hours later. CHP has this road blocked off for the investigation. Now, we know that the suspect's car and body are still here on the scene, and coroner's detectives just arrived to make a positive ID on that suspect. The search for a kidnapping suspect ending in gunfire more than 300 miles from where he was last seen in Vallejo.
There were two separate shootings that occurred in which the suspect fired at law enforcement officers. He was struck and killed.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
These pictures showing the moments before Fernando Castro died in that shootout. You see Castro in the gold Saturn, leading officers on a chase in Solvang. Other drivers scrambled to get out of the way before bullets started flying.
A phone call from my aunt that the guy almost ran her over. So we showed up here, and then when we got here, 20 shots were fired.
Castro was wanted for kidnapping 15-year-old Pearl Pinson yesterday morning on a pedestrian bridge. Witnesses told police Castro was yanking Pinson as she screamed for help.
Pearl had some what they believed to be blood, and we also found on her face, and we also found some at the scene.
Investigators say Pinson and Castro were acquaintances and that they found disturbing notes at Castro's home.
There is concerns on a lot of the items that we took from the house.
It's scary. It's really painful because you don't know what is going on.
We are asking our community to please provide any information and help us find Pearl and bring her back to her family.
Betty, down in Santa Barbara, the county sheriff mentioned that there were two separate shooting scenes. Can you explain what happened there?
Yeah, Ken, so there are two cars involved in this wild crime scene. First, that gold Saturn, that suspect took police on a chase in that car and then crashed the car and then exchanged gunfire with deputies not too far from where I'm standing right now. Then the suspect broke into a mobile home in this community and stole a pickup truck from the owner, tried to get away, but he didn't get far before he exchanged more gunfire with police, and then moments later, he was confirmed dead. Ken?